Level 1. The Goat Boy. You're 9. The wind never stops on the steppe. It cuts your cheeks until they crack and bleed. You sit outside your family's ger, holding a bow that's slightly too big for your hands. The wood smells like smoke and horse sweat. Your job? Watch the herd. If wolves take even one goat, your father beats you. If raiders take the herd, your family starves. You chew dried meat that tastes like leather. You haven't spoken in hours. You see dust in the distance. If it's just wind, nothing happens. If it's riders, you run. If you hesitate, you die first. You start learning something early. Out here, mistakes are permanent. Level 2. The Stable Boy. You're 12. You sleep next to horses because they're warmer than blankets. You clean saddles stiff with frozen sweat. You scrape manure with cracked fingers. A warrior hands you his bow. String it. If you string it wrong, the cord snaps and blinds you. If you touch his weapon without permission, he breaks your hand. You learn to mount from the left. You learn to fire at full gallop. You learn to fall without screaming. The first time you hit a rabbit at 30 meters, the men nod. Approval is rare. You chase it. Fear becomes normal. Level 3. The Scout. You're 15. You ride ahead of the army, alone, 3 days ahead of 10,000 men. Your horse's breath fogs in the morning. Your lips are split from cold. You haven't washed in weeks. Your job is simple. See them before they see you. If you misjudge distance by 30 seconds, 10,000 men walk into an ambush, and when they die, you die first. You spot enemy banners near a river bend. You count quickly, too quickly. Were there 2,000 or 5,000? You report 2,000. You're wrong. The battle is chaos. Arrows fall like rain. You survive, barely. That night, 300 bodies burn. You stop sleeping deeply after that. Level 4. The Arban Leader. 10 men. You're 18. You command 10 men. You share dried curds. Fermented mare's milk burns your throat. You pretend it doesn't. One of your men freezes in battle. He doesn't charge. Because of him, another man dies. The law is clear. If one deserts, all 10 can be executed. You gather them in a circle. You look at the one who froze. He's 16. If you show mercy, you all die. You give the order. After that day, your stomach doesn't twist anymore. That scares you. Level 5. The Zune Leader. 100 men. You're 23. You command 100 riders. You're responsible for discipline, speed, killing efficiency. You burn a town that resisted. The smell of wet wood and flesh mixes in the air. A child runs past you. For half a second, you hesitate. Your lieutenant doesn't. You stop hesitating after that. If loot numbers don't match expectations, the Khan replaces you. Replacement is permanent. You start sleeping with a dagger under your pillow. Not for enemies, for your own men. Level 6. The Mingan Commander. 1,000 men. You're 30. You oversee siege engines. You study walls, weak points, water supply. If the siege fails, you lose rank. If you lose rank twice, you lose your head. You order prisoners used as human shields. The first time, you look away. The second time, you don't. You measure success in efficiency. You no longer count faces. You count outcomes. At night, when it's quiet, you sometimes remember the goat herd. You push the memory down. Level 7. The Tumen General. 10,000 men. You sit in a command tent lined with captured silk. Maps everywhere. Oil lamps flicker. Messengers kneel before speaking. One wrong campaign decision means thousands dead. If you lose badly, the Khan strips you of command. If you're suspected of ambition, you disappear. You've seen it happen. You order a flanking maneuver that traps an entire enemy army between cavalry waves. It works. 15,000 die. Victory feels smaller than you expected. Paranoia grows larger. You trust no one fully, not even your blood. Level 8. The Khan's Inner Circle. You are no longer just a warrior. You are politics. You attend Kurultai councils. You decide succession, territory, executions. You watch brothers argue over inheritance. You know how Mongol politics ends, not with debate, with blades. You support the wrong heir. You and your lineage are erased. You smile carefully, speak carefully. Power now is quieter and more dangerous. Level 9. The Great Khan. You rule the largest contiguous land empire in human history. From China to Eastern Europe, cities fall at your command. Armies move because you say so. But you cannot sleep. Every son is a potential rival, every general a future threat. You eat from golden bowls. You taste nothing. You conquered the world. You cannot conquer suspicion. You built an empire on speed, discipline, and fear, and it will fracture the moment you die. Final level, the steppe. Again. You are gone. Your empire splits. Generals fight. Sons betray. Cities burn again. And somewhere on the open steppe, a 9-year-old boy sits outside a gear. His bow is slightly too big for his hands. The wind cuts his cheeks. He watches dust in the distance. If it's nothing, he waits. If it's riders, history begins again.